Quick question. What changed the daily lives of millions more? The steam engine, factories, or new cities? What would you guess first? Welcome to PsyEdu Insights. Today we explore the Industrial Revolution and its impact. One of the most transformative events in the past millennium was the Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th and 19th centuries. This period marked the real foundation of the modern world. Key features included the shift from handcraft to machine production, from home-based work to factory systems, and the transition from natural power sources to mechanical power. It also involved massive population shifts, as people migrated from rural villages to newly emerging industrial cities, accompanied by rapid advances in transportation. At the heart of this revolution was the steam engine, perfected by the Scottish inventor James Watt around 1775. This innovation freed people from reliance on human, animal, wind or water power. Steam engines soon powered textile factories, pumped water from coal mines, lifted heavy loads, operated blast furnaces, ground clay for pottery, and supplied energy to various industries. For over a century, steam dominated industrial progress. The Industrial Revolution can also be described as a chain reaction of inventions. The need for machines increased demand for iron, which in turn required more coal. This led to advancements in transport, engineering, and chemical industries. Similarly, the growth of textile production spurred new developments in chemistry and science, which demanded specialized education. For example, a textile mill needed dyes, engineers, and coal, creating jobs in mines and new technical schools. Urbanization accelerated as large numbers of workers moved into industrial towns, creating the need for housing, sanitation, water systems, policing, entertainment, and financial services. The expansion of trade also necessitated improved banking, postal, and transportation systems. Initially transforming England, the Industrial Revolution spread to France, Germany, Russia, America, Japan, and eventually across the globe. It replaced much of manual labor with machines, expanded industries, improved communication, introduced electricity for commercial use, and gave rise to an industrial middle class that replaced feudal structures. This period fostered new ideas, encouraged innovation, and reshaped human outlook, making people more empirical, progressive, and receptive to change. Its influence remains deeply embedded in modern society. Among the early Russian contributors to psychology and physiology was Ivan Sechenov, a professor at Moscow University. Recognized by Ivan Pavlov as the father of Russian physiology, his seminal work Reflexes of the Brain, 1863, introduced electrophysiology and neurophysiology to medical education and laboratory research. Sechenov demonstrated that brain activity is linked to electrical processes, thereby laying the groundwork for the study of reflexes, behavior, and neuroscience. Sechenov argued that psychological processes are fundamentally rooted in physiological mechanisms. For instance, when a person touches a hot surface, the sensory input reaches the brain, which then sends a signal to withdraw the hand, an automatic behavioral response to physiological change. Furthermore, Sechenov proposed that certain areas of the brain enhance responses while others inhibit them, a principle that modern neuroscience has confirmed. His pioneering ideas profoundly influenced later psychological research, particularly in reflexology, behaviorism, and physiological psychology. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe to PsyEdu Insights for more history and psychology crossovers. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.